Hey, my name is Pablo Trees. I'm the owner of Pabs Prints. I'm an artist, a father, a graphic designer, based out of Chicago, Illinois.
Welcome to the first episode of the Late Night Dive. I am your host, Jacob Polhill. Today we got Pabs Prints in the fucking building. Dude, I'm so excited. I'm not only because of the first episode, but because we finally get to have you on. Because I've been wanting to interview you for the previous podcast that we had.
Yeah.
And now just to have you here is super dope, dude.
Yeah, it's long overdue.
Yeah, man. How you feeling?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Just getting my stuff organized for spring.
Yeah? What do you got coming in spring?
So we'll have a collection dropping mid-May.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably have another pop-up for, I don't know if you saw it, I dropped they're called Brown Boy Spring merch.
Yeah, I saw the little plushie that you had.
Oh, okay. So I was doing a playoff, you know Chet Hanks? He did the White Boy Summer.
Yeah. Okay.
So we were kind of having our own spin off of it and called it Brown Boy Spring.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have a pop-up shop end of April.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's the pop-up
specifically
going to be?
that? That's going to be a Humboldt Park.
Oh, very nice. Is there a location, a storefront that's going to be?
No, it's my cousin's backyard. So
okay.
We're just going to try to keep it a kickback.
That's interesting because I actually wanted to talk to you about that. What I love most about how you move is you're very DIY, you pull up anywhere, you'll sell your shit anywhere.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Where did that mentality? Because you're a straight hustler. You have the Chicago hard work, blue collar vibe to it.
I appreciate you. So I had this other brand. It's called Effectus. ADF Shy. I was talking to Nico about it a while ago.
Yeah.
We just always tried to pull up on the street and we would just sell our merch out the trunk, or we would just hang it up on fences and stuff.
Oh, that's
and
sick.
I feel that really had me talking to random people on the street. But I don't know. Every now and then I try to say hi to as many people and tell people about the brand. Yeah, I don't know. I try to hustle as much as I can. Use every minute.
I think that there's something special about the digital age that we're in, where everyone. I feel people just got lazy with the person to person stuff, that customer interaction, just because it's so easy to just post something.
Yeah.
On the internet and be hey, buy this. But the way that you interact with people, and you're outside, literally you're outside, literally just showing people shit. I just think that it just helps build community more. I think it shows through, man, because we were just talking, and when I drove past your last pop-up shop, and you have a packed house and you got 30 other people standing outside, I think that's where that kind of stuff shows through.
Yeah, I think it's hard for people nowadays to talk to random people on the street.
Yeah.
So I try to explain the brand as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want people to come into my store and feel like they can't talk to me.
Right.
I want them to feel comfortable. I've had a lot of situations where I go to stores and then it seems like they're too cool for you, and I don't know. I'll try to ask people how their day's going and see what they're doing after the show, stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel that. I've also went into space, especially in Chicago, where
definitely.
Yeah, I mean, we don't gotta name any of them, but
Did you go to ComplexCon?
Hell no.
So I went, and literally every booth or whatever, they won't even say hi to you, and I was just
unless you're Murakami.
Yeah, unless you're popular. Yeah, I guess. And
Dude.
I was just, I don't want that. I want people to be able to talk to me whenever.
No, you want the real people, the real interactions. I think that's exactly why when stuff like ComplexCon comes in to Chicago, and there's not that I don't know, that infrastructure that LA and New York have, and it starts to feel that way. That's where I start avoiding that, because I think that's what makes me love Chicago so much, is there is people like you doing the things that you guys do, because it still feels like community and it still feels real. Whereas like that other shit to me, like it's just artificial. Like it doesn't even like feel like a real space, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, dude. Well, so you had that pop up.
Hmm.
You're the pop up king apparently.
Yeah.
Like, but you also get other people involved too. So like,
So for that one specifically, it was called Pabs and Pals.
mm-hmm.
So I try to have like at least like 5 other artists and like bring them into the space. A lot of these artists, they're too shy or they don't think their work is good enough.
Right.
And it happens every time because this is my 3rd one. Like at the end of the night, they'll be like, "Oh, thank you. Like I never thought that I could like sell my art like this." And I don't know, it gives them opportunity and like shows them that they could do it too.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to have another solo show soon.
Yeah.
Maybe like June, July.
So would the solo show be like merch? Is that gonna be like art? Is that because you do so much?
Yeah, so the merch is like, I feel like the merch allows me to like take time with my art because the merch will, like that's like the cash cow or whatever,
Yeah.
like the moneymaker.
Yeah.
And then with the art, I try to keep it a little more rare, like canvas pieces, so I could keep that price high and then not have to worry with, like about selling my art as much.
Yeah. No, so dude, that's what I have this conversation with a lot of people all the time. Like anybody can sell like a $20 t-shirt.
Yeah,
But like once you get to like the canvas stuff and whatever, once you start, you got to keep the value on
that's
that.
way
man.
harder. Yeah.
Yeah. When was it that you kind of realized like your value when it? Because I feel like it's really easy to like kind of get wrapped up in like, yeah, man, I can sell like 10 pieces and I'm moving art like crazy.
I think specifically there was this Halloween event that we had, and then you know Jeff, JPEG.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was telling me like.
Oh, he was giving, dude. Jeff
he was giving me
loves to
advice.
have.
Yeah.
He loves to give the my valued speech. I love it.
Yeah, he was like keep that shit rare, like keep it exclusive, like he just kept saying exclusive, like, cause I was making hella prints, like, and I wasn't even keeping track. Like I'll get like 20 prints made of the same
Yeah.
piece, and then like selling for the low. And he was just telling me like you're not building that like exclusivity, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah. So
It's a hard balance, man.
I think like I try to keep it down to 10 maybe.
Yeah.
Like 10 prints. I think that's a good, like 10, 15, like sign them, make them a little more special.
Yeah. Cool, man. Oh, how did Pab start then? Because you were just saying like you talked to Nico about how you had a brand before. So where did Pabs come from?
So Effectus was kind of brought to me.
Yeah.
I did that with my homie Squared and my cousin Alex. He's a photographer. And then that was kind of harder to like get my message across because there's 3 people working on the thing, and it's easier for me to express myself through my art. And like so in Pabs Prints, like people would call me Pabs. It's like short for Pablo.
Yeah.
My full name's Pablo. And then they would just tell me no, they would just call me Pabs. And then like the pig kind of like worked off that because like it's like the first animal that I could think of with the letter P. And like I had drawn like a little cartoon pig for my cousin.
Yeah.
And then people really liked that. I added the wings. And it's kind of like a motivational brand. So like you're proving people wrong. The pig like represents that like you could follow whatever dream that you want. You don't have to go the usual route like college, get a job, and then Pabs Prints just like embodies that. I feel like anybody who wears my merch is kind of like doing what they want. Like they'll be entrepreneurs or just they like go a different route than like your ordinary like
So talk about that for yourself, because I was reading your bio and you immigrated here from Colombia.
Facts.
And right, is that right? I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I came here when I was like 4 or 5.
Okay, right. And you talk about in your bio about how your parents like really wanted you to be like a doctor or like an engineer. Yeah. So like, is Pabs like an extension of yourself and like that same like drive to like do something different and like be like the entrepreneur and like work for yourself that you like want to like inspire other people to do too?
Yeah, I think we're so caught up in like trying to make our parents happy, that we like lose our like
Mm-hmm.
dreams, or we don't know like what we can accomplish. So I mean, with my parents, like they've always pushed that, like go to college, be an engineer.
Mm-hmm.
Like engineering was like, I don't know, it was like they brainwashed me into it. Like I feel like
Yeah.
my first like love was art, and then like slowly they would just tell me like, oh, you're not really gonna make money off of that. Like, you sure you don't want to try something else?
Mm-hmm.
So then I would get into clothes, and then clothes are more, they're a little, they make a little more sense because of manufacturing and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So then every now and then, like they would just like if I had like family asking me like, what do you want to do with your life? They'll be like, oh, he's gonna run a clothing warehouse or something, or like stuff like
Right.
that. Like they try to like make me out to be something I'm not. Like I don't know. So then I
Yeah.
kind of have to prove them wrong, and I got to show them that I can make money off this. And
So
yeah.
is it still kind of like a, I don't want to say a struggle, but like, cause like I kind of feel you with like the parent aspect of it, cause like that's how my parents are with like me doing like the art stuff,
Yeah.
and like even going to school for design. You know, my mom wanted me to be like an orthodontist or some shit, and my dad was like, "Oh, come work with me," and like he's like, "You got until you're 25, and then after that, like you had a good run, buddy." So like, how's that like relationship as like you've like gotten older, with your parents with like the art and them? Like, are they starting to see it a little bit more the more that you do things and the more success that you're having, or?
I feel like it's still not enough. Like I feel
Yeah.
they won't really care until I'm like living off of it. Like until I'm just straight like until they see like a big check, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what would make them like see it, but I've seen the progression that I've made, and that's all I could really like control. Like I can't wait for them to see it. Like I got to focus on what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I know like it's just a matter of time, you know.
Yeah, I feel like being like the first artist in the family is always like the hard, because you have no one to like base it off of, and you have no one to kind of be like, well, look, he did it, and like he's doing all right, you know.
You feel like the black sheep, right? Like of the family, or that's how I felt. Like literally everybody in my family is an engineer.
Yeah. Oh, really? Everyone?
Yeah. Like,
okay. See,
back in Colombia.
See, like it's gotten a little bit better as I gotten older, because like when I moved out here, they were just like. They thought I was like struggling. Like at first it wasn't. I mean, shit wasn't sweet when I first moved out here. Like, you know, whatever. But like now that I'm kind of like recently, like I'm like, yeah, like, you know, I've sold this piece for whatever. Like I've been doing this. I got a studio recently, and they're like, oh shit, like,
yeah,
you know, like,
it.
yeah, like it's like, oh, okay, like you can actually like do this a little bit, you know. And I think it's just time. Like people know what they know, and like, and kind of like what you were saying, you know, no one else in your family, everyone's an engineer, so like that's, you know, this is what they know, you know.
Yeah, so you gotta show them something different. I'm also like the first like my generation growing up here, so they never had to experience like being an immigrant, I guess. Like in high school and stuff. Like I don't know. Obviously they had a way harder life, but I've always like managed to like stick to my guns, or like I don't know how to,
Yeah, no,
like
man.
I've always, like I have to constantly tell them like this is what I love, like you're gonna see, like
No, I think it's important, dude, because there's you know, there's a lot of people that like share this like same like situation as you know, but like, I mean, dude, just looking at everything that you're doing, man, like you're doing the right things and you're making the right moves, you're building a community. I think that's the thing that I see most when I think of like you and like what you do, is like the community of people, like seeing you like sell shit in pop-up shops and doing the barber shops. Like when you pull up to barber shop and you sell your shit at a barber, like that's sick to me. Like that's so awesome.
I think a lot of the people just need like help, so like I try to help them as much as I can, or like specifically for that barbershop, yeah, we have like an agreement where I could just leave my stuff there, and he'll just like, he doesn't even take a cut, like he just like sells it for me basically. But yeah, just building more relationships. I mean, this business is about relationships.
Yes, sir. So speaking of that, is Pabs a completely solo operation, or do you have a team? Like, how does that work?
It's just me and my girlfriend right now.
Yeah.
And she just like started working on it like last year,
That's awesome.
like March.
How's it working with your girlfriend?
It's
Let's talk
yeah. A
about
lot of
that.
people like say like, oh, don't mix business with pleasure, right?
Right.
But nah, she helps me a lot. She does a lot of the marketing emails, like the email campaigns. So we'll like
Very nice.
for the whole. I mean, from the beginning of the year, I guess we've been doing like Monday motivation. So like if you sign up to our emails, we'll try to like just give you a little motivation on Monday to try to keep you going. Specifically for March, we're doing like money making March emails. So like just kind of like explaining a little bit of crypto, just like getting your mind like going about like the different ways that you can make money.
Are you into crypto?
I have like some stocks, but I have like some Dogecoin.
Oh, you got some Dogecoin to the moon.
Nah, but I want to like make an NFT and all that, but I haven't really. I need to just crack down and like really do my research, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, because I feel like NFTs are the wave right now.
See, that's what I was kind of wanting to ask you next was like you do so much, like you do shirts, you do the art, you do plushies, like you piggy banks, like you got a catalog. So like you just said NFTs. Is there anything else like in the future that like you're super excited, like you're like I want to do this?
I mean, the NFTs are like what excite me right now, but I had seen like some controversy about it that it's like bad for the environment. So I don't know about. I gotta like look into that, I guess. Other than NFTs, just like more plushies, shows. I would love to get like a little claw machine, but I mean the big thing would be a storefront. You know,
you gotta get a claw machine.
Yeah, I know, but if I could have like
that's gonna be
a claw machine, that'd be fire. Every now and then, I guess. But I don't want to lose myself to the pig idea. So it's like, I don't know.
What do you mean by that?
Like, I think, like, people know me as the pig guy now. And
the pig guy?
Yeah, I've been called, like, the pig god. And like
the pig god.
Just, like, the guy who does the pigs. And I don't mind it, but, I mean, I feel like I'm using the pig to, like, portray a message. I want to be able to branch out from that. I mean, I've spoken, like, I did a podcast, like, a few weeks ago, just speaking on like, I want to have my own podcast and like interview people that are entrepreneurs, but also just kind of, I don't know if you ever heard of like Ben Baller, like the Baller podcast.
I love Ben Baller.
Like I like how he just talks about his day.
Yeah.
Like, so that'd be some of that.
He just be talking shit, dude.
Yeah, and then Ben's sometimes he'll have interviews and shit.
Yeah, man. I love Ben's like one of my like. I love Ben. I love his podcast.
Yeah. So I mean, one goal this year was like, just getting more either video content or just like branch out to a different type of platform other than just Instagram, because I feel like that's where the majority of my audience is.
So you just kind of touched on the storefront.
Yeah.
What like why a storefront? Like especially when everything's so digital, online, like whatever. That's
like a big dream of mine, but I mean, it's something to work towards, because I wouldn't want to just have a grand opening, grand closing. Like I don't want it to just like go out of business. I've seen like so many places go out of business, especially like in this last 2 years. So if we could work out of it and like have events, because the events would be paying the rent. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Then that'd be great. So then people don't have to just try to find me at like different locations. Like they just like, oh, that's the Pabs Prints store.
Yeah.
Or whatever I decide to call it. I don't know if I'd call it Pabs
right.
Prints.
Now, would that just be you solo? Would it just be like the Pabs, or like what is that?
It'd be like me and Rich and like a few other homies. I don't know if you know Filthy Rich.
Okay. No, I'm not familiar. No.
He's like another great illustrator from Chicago. He does a lot of like anime girls, like original art.
Nico just said that we gotta.
Yeah, he's not
get
like.
him on.
You should definitely. Yeah.
He's sending the DMs now.
No, yeah, that's like my best friend. Like we're supposed to look at a spot on Monday. It's supposed to be like our little warehouse, but now that I'm thinking about it, like it might be better to get a little workspace, like a workshop warehouse situation going, and then use that money towards the storefront.
Dude, that's the thing.
So that might be a little better.
They're all over, man. It's just like it's so hard to find them because they're not advertised well. Like I visited a couple of like people's like studios, and it's like, yeah, man, pull up this back alley, hit this stairway, walk through this crazy like wide open room that looks like somebody's gonna come out and murder you, take a left, take a right, and then all of a sudden they have this like crazy studio, and I'm like, bro, like what? Like I think that's the craziest thing with Chicago is like there's so many like hidden things like all over.
Underground stuff.
Yeah, man. Dude, it's crazy. This city is beautiful, man. Like just like the community and stuff. I love it so much.
Mm-hmm.
Man, what was I gonna ask you next? I'm rusty, man. This is the first one back. Oh yeah. So we talked about you got pushed towards engineering. You've been doing art stuff. If you weren't Pabs, who would you be? Like, what would you be doing?
Like if I wasn't following my dreams and stuff, or like.
Yeah. Do you think you would be an engineer, or do you think that you would be like doing something completely different?
I can't see myself going back to school, but I would have to, I guess. Yeah, get like an engineering degree, or like get something that would get me an engineering job.
Dude, yeah.
I wouldn't feel like that's not a good life to live. I don't know. That's not,
I can
like,
see it in
I don't
your
want
face.
to
Like
tell people like what to do, but it's just like everyone that I've met has like something that they like prefer to do other than their day job. And I can't see myself just like focusing on my day job.
Yeah.
And then what? Get like a promotion? Like,
just get promoted, get a little bit more money.
I don't know.
Have to work a little bit harder.
But there's like some people don't even like. Yeah, it comes down to like believing in yourself, right?
Yeah. There's comfort in it, man. I school is something that I have a very mixed emotions about it, just because.
You went to UIC?
I'm still there.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a year and a half more. But I'm in a design program, so like I have mixed emotions about value of school versus like the amount of time it takes versus like this and that. Like I have learned so much, and there are little things that I've gotten from it that in relationships that like make it so worth it. But then I'm like, fuck, dude, like the time, like 30 hours a week. And
yeah, I think if you specifically go to an art school, you might find a lot of relationships there. But it comes down to like, is it really worth your time, right? So
yeah, I think it's different for everyone.
Because there's like I have coworkers, like I do have a day job.
Right.
So I have a coworker, he got an art degree.
Yeah.
And he's not using it. He's in the same position.
I think that also depends on the person. Like not trying to diss on your coworker, but like
he could really like be applying it better. You think?
I just dude. I think that's the hardest thing with like art degrees, because I mean, we got Nico in here, for instance. Like, he went to the Art Institute and degree in fashion, right? Like, and he's working in advertising now. So like, it's just there's just so many different. It's at the end of the day, it's relationships and like community and like all the things that we keep like driving in this episode, like we keep talking about. No, dude, but. So what do you do for a day job? You don't mind me asking. I always like to ask people.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say the company because I don't want them to like.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair.
But we make airplane parts.
Oh, sick, dude!
It's like a manufacturing company for like commercial and military parts. But all day I'm just tearing down, building up, and testing a unit, like a specific unit. So I mean,
that's pretty sick for a day job, dude. Not gonna lie.
It's not. It's kind of sweet because I could work on my art like in the downtime.
Yeah.
Like I have my iPad there, and then just like when I go on break and stuff, I'll draw and stuff. But
you don't just doom scroll for 15
every now and
minutes.
nah, I can't be on my phone like while I'm working because it's like airplane stuff, so it's serious. But
oh yeah.
I don't know. I contemplate quitting like every other day. Like.
No, I feel that. Yeah. Dude,
but it kind of plays with the brand because it's like when pigs fly, and that was my reasoning.
Expand on that.
Because the whole idea of like the brand was like making pigs fly. People tell you that when they don't believe in you, like, oh, you'll never make it when pigs fly. Like,
yeah, okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then I was like, oh yeah, so I could just play off this. Like, I'm making like parts for airplane parts. Like,
Yeah. Oh, and the
pigs. Like I don't know.
man. Okay.
There's
See,
all yeah.
I love how all these little things are like starting to come together. Because when you first are like, oh, it's just like a pea and pigs and Pabs and
I try to find different reasonings all the time. Like I think the most important thing about the pig, I guess, is like yeah, that saying when pigs fly. And if I was gonna name the brand something, that's what it would be.
Right.
So then Pabs Prints would just be my artist name. But like what was the question? Or like what were you talking about? Like
Oh, I just asked you to expand on the pigs flying and stuff, and I think you covered it. I think you covered it really well.
yeah, like every now and then I find another reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, one thing I really wanted to ask you because it's something I'm interested in, is being a parent and being an artist.
Yeah.
Because like I want to have kids one day, and obviously like I want to do the art shit too, like all the creative stuff, and like what's that kind of like because you have a day job, you do this stuff on the outside too, like
Yeah.
how's that balance and like
And that's one thing for sure. I wouldn't have a day job if I didn't have a kid.
okay
Like I think
word
that's the only reason I have a day job. Because without a kid, you're like I wouldn't be. I'm providing for him, you know.
Yeah.
So like, I'm not focused. If I was just not a parent, I'd be able to take that risk. I would maybe go to a different state, like try something over there. Like I could just leave to like Tokyo or something.
right yeah
But damn, it's crazy because I remember talking to Nico about going to Tokyo, and I went to Tokyo like a year after or like a month. I don't know, but yeah, like I would love to just be able to travel, you know. But it's also like having a kid gives you that extra push. It gives you that motivation. Like
yeah
he wakes you up early, so like you're up at like 7, 8. So I mean that's just another like different like. I know a lot of artist homies that just like wake up at 12, like they're like rock stars, you know. But like if you have a
No,
kid, you
dude.
can't. Like the kid is up 8 every day, 7:30. He doesn't care, and like I don't know. You have to manage like playing with them. Like that's a big deal. We were talking about.
yeah you're helping me out with the project
That's
yeah
why.
my play project
Yeah, like playing with your kid is definitely important. I mean, for this, you know, I had to leave home to do this stuff like this, and then I got to tell him like, "Oh, I'll be right back. I'll be right back." So
yeah
manage
like
time like that.
and
Yeah.
you're on the move a lot, man.
Yeah, so I try to bring him along I mean, if I could have brought him here, I would have. But
Oh no, yeah. I mean, that would have been fine.
even then, he's like, he wants attention, you know. Like he's the center of his like
that would
world.
have been great content. You have everyone loves a cute kid on the.
Yeah.
That would have
Maybe next time.
oh yeah, well,
I would have been like Freddie Gibbs, like when he freestyles.
Oh yeah, and
That
he
shit
just
was
has the kid.
on his lap. Yeah.
That would have been like all the NBA players. That would have been so sick. Nah, dude. I mean, I can only imagine the extra push that it gives you, though. But now you want me. Now I want to ask about
go ahead, go
Tokyo because you just pointed out that you went.
Because I guess my first like thought would be that I would go to Tokyo if I didn't have a kid. Like, I
Yeah.
would just leave the country. I don't know, but yeah. What about Tokyo?
You went to Tokyo?
Yeah, so I went with Rich, and it was like the best time of my life. It was like an imaginary world. Like it felt like a movie. Like yeah. Now it sucks because we can't go because travel ban and shit.
Yeah, they're locking us out. We're fucking dirty and they're clean as fuck over
But
there.
I
they
definitely
care
wanna go
about
back.
shit.
And now I seen like they got the Mario World. Have you seen that?
Oh, the Universal yeah, isn't that Universal?
It's Universal.
I don't
Jamie,
think
hey,
it's like
Jamie. Just kidding. Pull it up on the screen.
It's like a whole.
We're gonna need a big screen right here and just like.
It's like a whole Mario land. Like picture Disneyland but Mario.
Yeah. Okay.
I wanna take my
I've
son.
seen it all
Yeah,
over
like
Twitter.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Super Nintendo World.
Super
okay.
Nintendo.
Nintendo made their own like Universal just for Mario. and stuff like
You're
that.
officially Jamie now.
That's so
You're no
funny.
longer Nick. All right, now pull up the monkeys fighting. that's the kind of content we're coming here for, dude. Oh man.
But yeah, like I think you'll be able to manage it. Everyone who has a kid, they're kind of always freaking out before the kid comes, and then they make it work. Like you make it work. It
Yeah.
isn't. It's nothing to be afraid of. Like
It's just one more thing.
yeah, have kids. I mean,
Just
multiply.
pop 'em out.
Yeah.
Just reproduce, dude. Like, what the fuck are you thinking? It's
don't be
sick.
scared. Like yeah, if you want a kid, have a kid. You know.
Oh.
Title of that episode for sure.
Just reproduce. Reproduction, man.
Yeah, I mean, he's beautiful, bro. And just like looking at like a younger version of yourself. Like he's my twin. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he drawn into the art stuff too?
Yeah, it's funny. Like he just he like drew a picture for his mom, and he's like, "Oh, that's you, and that's me." I'm like, I'll tell him too. Like, "Oh, can you draw me something?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'll draw you a pig." Like
Oh,
he'll
that's
just
so
like
sick.
he's getting more into it. I think because he sees me too. Like when we were making those piggy banks, I was like letting him spray some of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I want him to get like, I want to encourage that side of him because my parents, I mean, they rarely did, but if they saw me like really taking an interest in it, I feel like they pushed me back, they pulled me back a little. Like,
So where did it come from then for you?
for art,
Yeah.
I think just like they did put me in like courses. So I mean, my parents might have like initially, but then like I feel like when I was getting older, like I couldn't really pursue that. I don't know. It's kind of like staying home a lot. I'm an only kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So then I feel like staying in like just in my room, like being bored, just having like a pen and like or a pencil and a sketch pad.
You
like,
just started drawing.
Yeah, like create your own stuff. I don't know. I guess like yeah, if I was outside playing with my friends or like if I was like into sports like that, I wouldn't be into art. Like I'm not really into sports or nothing.
Yeah.
Like I'll play, but I don't like watching. Like I don't know. I'm not a
No?
big sports guy. No.
Dude, yeah. I mean, that was a turning point for me in high school is when I like stopped playing sports. It's hard. It's hard to do both, especially when you're younger, because like everything takes up so much more time when you're younger for some reason.
What got you into art?
I was always into art, like always.
Since you were little?
Yeah, since I was little. I think like kind of like you, like my parents just always like it was a way to keep me occupied, you know. Like I would my grandma would pick me up from school and she just kind of like I would just kind of sit at her table with like computer paper and crayons and I would just draw like anything, like whatever, you know. And then as I got older, I got into sports a little bit because you know like especially where I come from, like sports is like the like social, like you know what I mean. There's like and like all the art kids, like not gonna lie, almost all the art kids in my high school at the time were just weird and like I was just like you guys are different. Like I don't like vibe with you guys. So like I was like I avoided it. Plus I had like an art teacher growing up that like or in like my freshman year, she was just terrible. So I was like I'm never taking an art class again. And then I started beefing with like the varsity basketball coach. I was like, fuck this. I'm gonna take a painting class so I don't have to play basketball anymore. And I loved painting. It was crazy how everything like just kind of like trickled in.
I think it was like the easiest thing for me.
Yeah.
Like in school, like art. But yeah, sports. Like I was just never that good. Like I would like to play just cause to be with my friends and stuff. But it just art was more interesting to me. I guess. Like yeah. I never really had like big influences though. I mean cartoons. I used to love cartoons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I mean that's obvious. You got the Powder Puff Girl.
Yeah. Like all the I feel like people that's how a lot of people know me too, like the nostalgic cartoons. I try to keep that going. Like
people eat that shit up, man.
not so much I guess these are the main characters, but I like doing like the ones that you don't really like know about or like the low key ones.
Like which ones?
Specifically the monkey from Dexter's Laboratory with the agent. I think her name was like. I gotta show you a picture. Have you ever seen Dexter's Laboratory?
Yeah.
So he had a monkey, and he would have like his own spin-off show, and then
the monkey had the spin-off show.
Yeah, he had like he would turn into a superhero.
All right, pull it up, Jamie. AKA Nick.
No, I'm interested. But yeah, I don't like doing the main characters. I like doing the best friend or like the third guy. Yeah, like I don't know. I have this whole concept for my solo show. We call it like second place winners or like second to none. So it'd be like not the main character, but
you said it's gonna be in May.
More towards June, I think. Yeah, we'll see. But
I mean, dude, I mean, I've been hearing we're gonna be phase 5. But I mean, actually, I shouldn't be making.
What's phase 5? That's good or bad?
Mostly it's gonna be full capacity. Everything
yeah.
is the rumors by June, just because everyone's getting poked.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm surprised I've still been able to have events through coronavirus. I mean, we try to keep everybody safe. We put the masks and check temperatures and shit. Mask on.
You got 100 people in a room with a mask on. Oh my god, it's like dude. A Pabs Prints event is basically Miami for spring break. Everyone's in there. They got masks on. Everyone's in there twerking and drinking, but they got masks on. Have you done the face mask yet?
Have I made one?
Yeah. Have you made a face mask?
I got one on.
Oh, you got one on you right now?
This is like our most
okay.
common cell.
Yeah.
But I haven't. I mean, yeah, every now and then I'll drop.
I was waiting for like the pig nose one.
Oh, yeah, I got
the pig nose beanies that you guys did with that one. I was like, okay, this dude's hard. When you had the little ears on him too.
Oh, the ski mask. Yeah.
Yeah, the ski mask.
Did you see the video for that or no?
Yeah, when you did. See, that's the thing, man. Like you put a lot of care into like presentation. That's another thing.
Yeah, I've always had that problem though. I feel like
What
you never
problem?
like the problem is like you don't know how much time to put into something because people's attention spans are so like short. So by the time by the time they see something, they're already bored of it. So it's like,
nah, man, fuck that. You're putting out good content. It's yeah.
I think so too. It's just like I have so many ideas in my head. I want to get them all out. And
Get
it's
them
like,
out, man. Fuck their attention span. The people that are gonna like care are gonna care. You know.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't let
That's
that. I try to tell people that more and more. Like don't let that shit limit you because there's gonna be 5 people that think that shit's the dopest shit and it's gonna inspire them to do other things and like put a little bit more care.
Yeah, I'd heard something like even if you just have like 100 consistent customers, like that's already like $100,000 or something.
Oh yeah.
That's like a famous quote or something.
Something like that.
Like even if it's just 100 people spend $10.
Yeah, man.
I can't.
It's something. Math is hard. We're artists, bro. We do addition and subtraction. That multiplication that shit's hard. All right, man. Well, what do you got next? You said you got a solo show.
Yeah. So then, I'm working towards a solo show. If that's not in May, then it's in June.
Yeah.
If it's not in June, then it's in August. Because July is taken. Like July, I already have like. I'm going to Texas. I'm trying to like. Travel as much as I can with them.
Build it up.
Yeah, I mean, I got did we say LA?
You said LA. I'm not
I'm going to LA in May. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'm having a show. I'm having a pop-up in LA. That's not really a show, like a pop-up. It's not really a show.
Mr. Worldwide.
It's a pop-up shop in LA. Yeah, me, Rich, our friend Jazz. His name's Childhood Boy.
Yeah.
He's a photographer.
Very nice.
So we'll be there May 14th at the pop-up shop LA. Just look up their Instagram because I can't remember the address. So that's exciting. I mean, our first real show like outside of Chicago.
Hell yeah, dude.
And then just try to build relationships out there. I feel like the best manufacturers are in LA, so I'm gonna try to network as much as I can and like maybe bring down the cost of like how I make my clothes and stuff.
Dude, that's man. You're going about it the business sense, and I think that's like it's hard as the artist because you got to do that too, man. Especially when you're
you can't just do art.
Tandem.
Like it's 80% business. It's 80% selling it, and like 20% like just making it.
Learning how to make a profit.
Yeah, definitely.
You got anything else you want to add, man?
No, I can't think of anything.
No, I feel like we covered a lot.
Yeah. I'm excited for you. I hope you keep this going for a long time.
Dude, I appreciate it.
I know you're going to interview a lot of crazy, talented people in the city.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you for having me.
Man, don't. Oh, not the first episode. Not the first.
Nah, it's going to be a hit.
Well, you know, man, and I'm gonna shout out everyone. I couldn't. I'm gonna be corny first episode. I couldn't do this without like all these guys that are in the room though, because man, I wanted to do this, but like, dude, there's too much shit going on.
You can't do it by yourself. Right?
Yeah, dude. If Gio's ass didn't live here and have all this shit, and he didn't want to just sit here and look pretty and make sure everyone sounded good, You got Nick over here with this fucking little camera and shit.
I don't do much, but
He shows up with his hard hat and a lunch pail, and then Nico with the brains of the operation over here, man.
He's got the vision.
Oh yeah, you know, dude, this guy over here.
Yeah, I know Nico.
MySpace.
Yeah, man. Ever since MySpace.
Really? Damn. That's how you guys met?
No, actually, me and him met. So this is gonna become a segment of the pod. Is how do you know Nico? Rude. No, we met just through the internet, and we literally have been like chatting for like 2 years, and we finally met up one day and we did an interview. The second one, yeah, and then yeah, man, everyone that's gonna, you know, I yeah.
I was listening to
Everyone
the
knows.
last podcast a lot. Like I heard a lot of episodes. I was a big fan. So I'm excited that you kept it going.
Dude,
Sure.
yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm very excited that I'm not obligated to drink a 40 for every episode of this one.
I was gonna say that's gonna catch up to you because you're either gonna get a gut or like you might get.
Dude,
like
I know I've dropped 20 pounds
Just
since
not
we
during
stopped
your beer?
sipping 40s. Yes, like, dude, because
Yeah.
a lot of people don't realize, man. There were some days we were doing 3 episodes, 4 episodes, recording a week, and the 40 stopped hitting after a while, and all of a sudden, I love how it's going to be the first episode. We're going to address the sipping 40.
You kind of have to, don't you?
I know. But yeah, dude, two Miller High Lifes after to start to feel something on top of your 40 was that was body deterioration up the max. I started feeling like shit all the time, and yeah. Man.
I'm not a big like beer drinker like that, so
No,
I'd
I
have a hard
know.
time.
You instantly ask you like, you got any
So I try to
Trulies or
keep it
Claws?
healthy. Yeah.
Oh, that's great, man. Well, thank you for coming here on this beautiful
thank you.
Sunday afternoon. We're gonna get you out of here so you can enjoy the rest of your day. And
Definitely, bro.
because you're a busy man, you got a bunch of shit going on.
Yeah, I gotta go look for an outfit for a wedding.
There we see. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh man, we're gonna need the wedding pics for promo for the episode. All right, y'all. This has been the Late Night Dive. We've been here with Pabs Prints. I'm sorry. I've said Pabs.
You could call
Pabs.
me like Pablo Trees.
All right,
Kinda
Pablo
like that,
Trees.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
That's my personal
it's beautiful, man. Thank you so much
No,
for being
thank
here.
you.
This is a great first episode. God damn it. All right. Hit that Chris Crab.
Late night dive.